Hey, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be doing a lot of touch-ups on some of these coffee tables, the Knoll daybed, and a few other projects. Getting them in the spray booth, tinting them, and hopefully spraying finals by the end of the day. This month has been really hectic. We've had a lot of visitors here at Moore's Refinishing. First was Eric from Davis Tool Systems, came with that reciprocating sanding tool and the system. He came last week. Just yesterday, my friend Alex over from Vintage out in Hawaii, he came, has an amazing store. Go check out his Instagram page. He came, visited the shop, checked out, what me and Ivan are doing here. And today we have another friend, a follower here on Instagram named Sato Furniture. He basically is flying in from England. He's on vacation and wanted to come by the shop. So hopefully we can get this all touched up before he arrives. So we made up a little bit of this color. Just said this had a couple weird spots. It looked like sapwood, something, like a lot of this, rainforest wood will do this, where you get that light streak in it every once in a while. So we're gonna just go around, touch it up, kind of just blend it in a little bit. We're gonna add a few colors. We'll add this to kind of start it, and then we'll come back with a little bit of that black brown to get the grain structure. So just try to touch these up and mask them in. Multi-layer. Just go slow. This wood's very similar to like a rosewood, so you have a lot of play. There's a lot of grain, a lot of character, so you really could kind of touch up. This would be a good piece for somebody new to practice on, because it's really hard to mess this up. If this was like white oak or beech, very little grain, very little structure, those are very difficult to touch up. More grain, the easier. Like that's what the idea is around it. All right, we got that first part touched up. I grabbed this. I noticed it when I picked it up off the shelf. The tip is really dirty on this. Really important to keep it clean. Either use a small razor blade or get a little of the acetone and like a little nylon brush, clean it off. That will make this spray pretty poorly. It may spit out at you and like leave little pixels, is what I call them. But it may leave a little bit of cause a little damage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a quick, a light seal on those little areas that I touched up. Let that dry. I'll let it dry for a minute. We're gonna make up some of that darker black, and we'll come in here right now, add some of the black grain, and a lot of these will just disappear. So now you can see I made up a blackish brown tone. In the camera, it may look really black, but it's not pure black. It's got a little touch of the extra dark walnut blend-all powder. So this one here, you're gonna wanna do this a little bit more dry. You don't want this really wet, because it'll just become a black blob on your touch-ups. So you see I'm kind of just tapping it out. Put a little bit on the brush, on the rag, wipe it down, and just feather it. And this is where this stuff makes it a lot easier to hide, because it has so much grain that you can mask a lot. Bonus points too is if you, let's see if I can find one. Kind of follow the existing grain that's there, so you can see there are some lines here that are were repaired. We'll come up here, kind of match it to the lines above it. To tie in what's originally there. That'll help out dramatically with blending in these repairs. Since I know all of you want this is the one skill I get most messages about, that no one knows how to do this. Come on in a little bit closer, just show you kind of the techniques. Close up, let's see. Let's see how close Ivan can get. So there you go. So that one was a little too dark, so I didn't tap it down enough. And this is where, if you notice in my touch-up kit, we have multiple brushes. We have different sizes, shapes, consistencies, age. It doesn't really matter. We use just about anything to get certain repairs done. With these large black lines, it's a little easier with this brush. But yesterday I was touching up the top, and the top has a little bit finer grain, and I had to use the little, the tiny brush to get these grain patterns. Let's see what kind of work here. So same thing, you kind of follow the structure of the the grain pattern. But even that said, you could add a little bit too. So you can see here, I'm going to take this one up a little higher, just so it covers up some more of that repair. A little bit down here in the black. I said you do not want this to go on wet. If you do, it's just going to turn into just black paint. It's also important too, you hear me talk about it, how to get these cans to spray properly and the best efficiency. There's a little black dot. I don't know if you can see it, it's got a little bit of paint. There's a little black dot inside of the can. That's, I guess, where it lines up, where the straw goes down and ends. So that way you know when you're angled down, it's not going to spit at you and cause those little pixelations in your touch-ups. As you can see, the touch-ups are done on the base. I did the touch-ups yesterday here on that. We didn't film it, didn't have time. But as you can kind of see in the distance, the base is slightly darker than the top. We think either the type of veneer that they used, maybe it was sun faded. It's sitting near the ocean over in Laguna Beach. This was more pronounced. Everything under here was hidden by the couch. So it's possible that it's just something that happened naturally, from just time sitting in their home. So what we're going to do, throw this in the booth, put a coat of sealer on it. That's going to lock in all of those touch-ups. We'll put 3 or 4 coats. Then we'll come back out, set it out here. We'll roll the tabletop in. Get that in for a coat of toner, maybe 2. Put a little bit of a brown tone on top. Probably 2 coats here, 1 on this edge, just to give us a little bit closer look. So that way when it goes back, we don't have a harsh 2-tone. The customer wouldn't be happy, and that would not make us happy. So let's get in the booth. All right, we're playing Tetris in here. That's for us, you 90s folks. We play Tetris a lot. We do it here in the shop. As you can see, I just show it off a little bit. It's still a little dusty sitting here, but this is that beautiful piece that we've just restored. Not stripped down. We didn't take it back down to the raw wood, but we've brought back the historical value of this piece and functionality. As you can see, all these drawers sit perfectly on the face. This one's a little crooked. There we go. It's just the old the guides that are in there. The doors are all locked in. This one here, same thing, locks in and won't fall out on the customer. These doors here all perfectly line up. Locks don't function anymore. That's okay. We're gonna, just like I said, we'll set this aside, make sure I don't bang anything. I don't want to hit anything. This will go out for delivery next week. But now I have the room to roll in these tables. We'll do the base first, bring it back out, then we'll have the space to roll this large tabletop in. I don't know if it comes through in the camera, but these are over 5 foot square. So you're looking at 25 square feet of shop floor space that are taken up with just this one table. So it's time to get this thing rolling, get it out of here. All right, so I'm going to take out a little bit of the toner that was still in the gun, put it back with the color we were using earlier. Pour that guy in there. We'll put a little cap cover on. We put a rag on just to protect it. We don't want any drippage from the spray gun. So I'm going to put this little rag on top that we always cut. We're going to basically get our mask on and start shooting this very carefully. So now we got it out here, low to the ground, right where it's going to be in the home. That's the best way to see the color of the piece. As you can see, the table that that we're spraying on is about 1 foot higher. That's going to change the highlights. It's going to change the entire look of the piece. So you do want to bring it out into the light. Spray booths are really difficult depending on what types of light you have inside. You want to see it under natural lighting like we have here. And I think we nailed the color. It's right on. We're going to pick it back up, put it back on the dolly, seal it up, put it in the booth, and then we're going to start throwing the that Knoll daybed inside and get that thing ready too. So that way next week it goes out. All right, let's get this nice daybed in here. Get this lined up. As always, we're going to take the air hose. Just do a quick blowing off in the corners, little nail holes. You can hear, I got a nice little air leak. I'll fix that tomorrow. Perfect. So it looks like it's just in that little thing. I'm gonna go back, take my tack cloth, do a wipe down on it as well. This will pick up that last little bit of dust and dirt, anything like that. I think it's just about time for a new one of these too. This is getting a little dirty. So wipe this off. And what we're gonna do is just spray some of my standard toner, the one that we mix here all the time, just to make a light mist on it, richen it up, even out the colors, adds a little bit of a pop to it. It'll take this piece to the next level in which it deserves. Like, this is a really nice daybed. I've only done 2 of these. This is my second one. Another one was for my friend Chris up in La Habra. He's the first one we had done, his pieces for. His first thing said, this is a really cool daybed. So hopefully I can get to show you once it's all done with all the new upholstery on it. It's really cool. As always, put your spray mask on. Get it nice and tightened up. I already got the color mixed in the gun. We're gonna just hook it up. Like I said, we're just gonna go step by step here. We're gonna hook it up, plug it in, make sure it's operating fine. I'm gonna turn on the spray booth so it can pull the fumes out of the spray booth, and you're gonna see a light mist we put on this thing. It's gonna transform this from good to great. Okay, we're gonna let that hang out for overnight. Come back tomorrow, spray finals on it. Along with that, we're gonna work on a few pieces that you see, that coffee table. We'll button that up tomorrow. We have this gray piece. It's a custom piece we're working on for world famous cinematographer Bryant Lambert. We're working for that for him. And then we have this beautiful little cherry end table homeowner. She's owned it 40 or 50 years, I believe she said. It's a piece that she just wanted us to bring back to life. The sun had faded it. We know what cherry does with the sun. The sun will beat it up, fade it. It was super yellow. And somebody refinished it a few years ago. Didn't do a good job. She was never happy. That's why she found us. And I said, if you've learned something new in this video today, make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.